Yes, we're live. Hello, everyone. Anyone here with me? Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? If you can see and hear me, please use the comment. Tell me your name and where you're joining from. Hello, can you see and hear me? Can you see and hear me? Please, if you can see and hear me, drop me your name and where you're joining from right there in the comments. Tell me your name and where you're joining from right there in the comments. Hello. Jésù tó fún mi láyọ̀ Tolúlọpẹ́. Wow. Hello. How you doing today? Okay, so tell me your name and where you're joining from. I'm Tofumi Tolulope from Port Harcourt, Nigeria. Hi, my name is Meg, joining from Port Harcourt. I look like the Port Harcourt people that came first today. Hi, Coach Laura, Judy from Benue. Hi, Judy. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Nice to be doing this with you. Hello. Yes, I see Marilyn Joanne from Port Harcourt, Lolo Chekwas from Abuja, Hannah Otto from Edo State, Gift from Sapele, Delta State. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Please just tell me your name and where you're joining from. Okay. Yeah, I see Jennifer Cookie. You didn't tell me your name. You only said hello, ma'am. I'm trying to read your username. So please tell me your name and where you're joining from. Your name and where you're joining from. Faridat from Kaduna. Nice to meet you, Faridat. Well done. Well done. I celebrate you for taking yourself seriously. Sparky from Anambra. Wow. Wow. Okay, Jennifer Cookie from Lagos. I see you. I see all of you. Please keep the comments coming. Keep the comment coming. Yeah, you're welcome, Helen. Keep the comment coming. Beulah from Yola. Beulah from Yola. It rhymes, so still rhyme. Hello, Beulah. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Nice to finally be doing this with you. So yes, today I want to, without further ado, please continue to drop me your name and where you're joining from. I'm going to be engaging with all of you. Yeah. So without further ado, I'm going to show you in this webinar how to transform your body in 30 days or less. No need for stress, no need for starvation, and this is going to work for you even if you already gave up on weight loss. Yes, I see Ada from Abuja. Thank you for joining. I see you. I celebrate your intentionality. Vina from Akwa Ibom. I celebrate your intentionality. Right, let's move on. My name is Coach Yetunde Laura, and I'm a multi-award winning health, wellness, and weight transformation coach. What all of that English simply means is that I have been recognized for helping thousands of people just like you, to lose weight permanently using the easy, the enjoyable, the natural, and the sustainable method, meaning that you are able to get your results and keep it that way for as long as you desire. All right. Now, like I said, keep the roll call going. I'll be engaging with you. Tell me your name and where you're joining from. If you are joining from outside Nigeria, tell me your name and your country. Okay? But if you are joining from within Nigeria, tell me your name and the state that you're joining me from. So let's do that quickly. All right? Go ahead. Tell me your name and where you're joining from. I see one red from Latvia. I hope I got that correctly. I'm sorry if I murdered your name. Please pardon me. It's not every name I know how to pronounce, especially the very native ones, and that are not in my language. Okay, so go ahead, tell me your name and where you're joining from. I really love to know everybody who is with me on this live session. Right now, let me quickly give you a heads up. I have an exclusive gift for every one of you who waits attentively until the end of this webinar. Now, take note of the very important things. This is an exclusive gift, meaning that if you are outside of this webinar, you are not going to get the gift. Now, if you are in this webinar, you have to wait till the end of the webinar to get the gift. Now, if you are waiting till the end, you don't just wait anyhow. You wait attentively, meaning that anything that can distract you, is it your husband, your children, your phone, whatever, just silence them right now. Find a place that is just you. Get your writing materials and just sit down and listen very well, attentively. Now, I don't want to assume that all of you have met me. Yeah? I don't want to assume that all of you have met me. So you tell me in the comments if it would be of any use for me to introduce myself to you. Now, if you have met me before now, drop me a 2. Okay? But if this is your first time of meeting me, drop me a 1. Okay? It's the first time you're seeing me teach like this, interact with me like this, drop a 1 in the comments. But if we have met before, maybe I've coached you before, you know me physically, and whatever, just drop me a 2. Okay? So I see Stella from Ondo State. Thank you, Stella, for joining. Oma, thank you from Anambra. Yeah, thank you for joining. Okay, the comments are really going very, very fast now. And I'm struggling to keep up. I'm really struggling to keep up. Okay. I'm trying to quickly, okay. Hello, I'm Lillian from Port Harcourt. Hello, Lillian. Nice to meet you. Okay, a lot of 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. Okay. Hannah says 2. Lovina says 1. Ejiro Gift says 1. Nwanchukwu Judy says 1. Okay, 1, 1. Faridas 1. Everybody 1, 1, 1. And a few 2s. All right, let me quickly introduce myself to you. Hello, are you still with me? All right. Like I said, my name is Coach Yetunde Laura, and I'm a multi-award winning health, wellness, and weight transformation coach. By the grace of God, I have successfully authored a number of books. If I count very well, it should be well over 20 books by now. Just about 20 books, a little over 20 books written by me. And then I'm also a co-author. I have co-authored a science textbook that is currently being used in Nigerian secondary schools. Okay. And I have also created several transformational programs, starting from the Sustainable Weight Loss Blueprint to the Body Reset Challenge to No Grip for Fat Challenge. I've just done many of these things. I'm a columnist. I write columns in both local and international publications, magazines, right? And I'm the founder of Dream Body by Laura Limited, a company that is duly registered in Nigeria. Now, if you're coming in contact with Dream Body by Laura Limited, through any of our programs like this, free or paid, you automatically qualify to be called the Dream Body Army. So yes, you right here you are a member of the Dream Body Army, and my humble self, Coach Yetunde Laura, happen to be your Dream Body Commandant. So what I would like to really do is to, before we move on, identify my bona fide Dream Body Army. So if you identify, you know yourself that by virtue of coming in contact with DBL in this webinar, you have become a Dream Body Army. Type in the comments, I am a DBA. I am a DBA. Type in the comments, I am a DBA. I am a DBA. Somebody saying finding it difficult to join from Makurdi, Benue State. Well, I hope you are here now because I can see your comments on YouTube. So obviously you are here. Igwe from Oka. Okay. Now I'm beginning to see. Yes, I'm beginning to see. I am a DBA. I'm a DBA. Beautiful. Give it to me in the comments. I love the energy. Keep this energy going. I am a DBA. Okay, Olochi, it is not I am a It is I am a DBA, Dream Body Army. That's it. I am a DBA, not I am a DBL. I am a DBA. I am a Dream Body Army. Yes, I see all of you, Ebobe, Jane, okay? I say Lovina, and I am a GBA. I'm a GBA. Beautiful. Now let's move on quickly. Now, I am a certified nutrition and weight management coach with over 6 years of coaching experience, right? And I've successfully helped thousands of clients across the globe to lose weight permanently using the easy, enjoyable, effective, healthy, and the sustainable method. And I've successfully trained more than 40,000 people from over 30 countries of the world on healthy living and healthy weight loss. And I've been featured back to back on media, whether it is leading radio stations or newspapers, magazines, television stations. I have been privileged to be featured on media several times. Okay. And I forgot to show you, this is one of my many books, Lose or Gain Weight While Having Fun. Okay. Just one of my very many books that I have written. Right. Now, I have successfully met a lot of notable people all over the world, those who are resident in Nigeria and those who are not resident in Nigeria. Okay? Now, I mean, you probably identify any of these people that you see, but one thing is very common, all of them are holding this book of mine, right? So, let me take just a few of the notable people that I could just put here. But this is not really about me, right? I have, of course, that all of these achievements, um there's something to tell you about. Okay, just tell you about this achievement and that achievement. I can go on and on telling you all of that, but I mean, if you took the time to click the link I sent earlier into the community where I said, have you met me? Right, you can always, if you took the time to read about me, I'm sure by now you know a little bit more about me, or a lot more about me. So if you have, done that, you've read a little about me before we have this webinar, I'm sure you know more about me by now. But if you have not, you can always go back, click the link, read a little bit more about me, and let me meet you. The most important part of meeting me is that I want to know about you too. Okay, so you tell me in the comments of that post about you. Tell me what you intend to achieve. Tell me about yourself, and let's see how we can help one another. Right? So yes, away from me, this webinar is about you. Okay, so away from me achieving all of those things, and of course in a very short time, really, I'm grateful for that. I can also tell you a few ugly things about me too. Man, my life has not always been on this, upward turn of, the awards, the recognitions, the media spotlighting, all of this writing, the author, the creator. It has not always been like that. I didn't start out my life like that. So there's some very ugly truths about me, and I'd like to share at least one or two of them with you right here in this webinar. Now look at your screen. Okay, now this used to be me some years back. Look at it very well. Should I remove my glasses? Look at my face. Look at this person. That used to be me. Okay, now I had this 14-year window of my life where I battled with class 2 obesity. When I say obesity, it's not just ordinary obesity. Like this one get class 2 obesity. I and those 14-year period of my life, because I didn't start out being big, I was not always very big. I started out my I was this child that had a very small stature, not the big child and all of that. But along the way, I started gathering the weight, and it became, at a point, it became very uncontrollable. Okay, it became very uncontrollable, and before you knew it, it just blew out of proportion. Right now, for 14 years, I was in that space where I was totally clueless, absolutely clueless about what to do about my weight. Now, those 14-year period, it wasn't from the beginning that I identified that something was wrong with me. I didn't easily see it. Okay? So those 14-year window of my life were characterized by a lot of things. Talk about public and private embarrassment. It was a back-to-back thing for me. I was always being publicly and privately embarrassed. People passing all kinds of terrible comments. And those that will not open their mouths to say it, they will show it in their action. How many of you can relate? Now, apart from that, you will see people who would be looking at you and they would literally be pitying you, telling you things like, ah, Bailao, Rarao, you know, like that's, if you are not a Yoruba person, what that means is, sorry, oh, be careful, oh. And why are they greeting you like that? Simply because they have observed that you are struggling to carry yourself. So you're walking and you're just struggling to move and all of that. And it's so obvious that everybody is greeting you because you are walking. Every other person is walking, oh, but it is you they are greeting. You know, it got that bad for me. Okay? Now, apart from that, I suffered a number of multiple health challenges. From breathing difficulties, it was bad that you could literally hear me breathe. Each time you came close to me, I had breathing difficulties. I had difficulties with moving. Of course, I said that before. People noticed. It was so obvious that people really noticed it. I had serious body and joint pains. Now, this one was so bad that each time I had a reason to turn on my bed, I would always let out a scream. If I don't scream, I can't turn because I was literally living in pains. Okay? Now, I suffered chronic fatigue, sleep disorder, and so many other health challenges. Okay? Now, apart from that, I also suffered multiple losses. I lost many, many things, starting from my morale to my self-esteem, you know, to my confidence, to my self-love. I even lost myself along the line. Plus the fact that I also lost my 9-year-old marriage. It was that bad. I lost my 9-year-old marriage. Well, I guess I wasn't the only person that was noticing that I was no longer beautiful. Okay? So I lost many things, like I said, and I suffered serious, consistent body shaming. Now, I'm just going to give you some examples. Imagine going to a store, like you buy things from that store, right? And then you had to use the stairs. As a big person, don't forget that I was very big that time, right? As a big person, you needed to use the stairs to patronize your customers. And then on getting there, what's the first thing you'll be looking for? To be his chair. You'll be looking for chairs to sit down. And then you just, the next thing you will hear is, Laura, please, 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 don't sit down here, Joe. Don't sit down yet, please. Don't break my chair. Before you know it, they are doubling chairs, they are tripling chairs for you. What about the times that chairs broke in church? You know, those times we were using plastic chairs in church. And chairs will break in church. And the pastor will say, who broke this chair again? And everybody will chorus my name. Whether I was in church when the chair broke or I was not in church, everyone would chorus my name because the general belief back then, since I was the biggest in church, right? The general belief was that if I had at one time or the other sat on that chair, it was already destined to break. Irrespective of whoever now sat on it, by the time it broke, that chair was already destined to break because I had sat on it. It was that bad. Okay? Now, imagine people coming to your house, seeing you take medications, because I was literally always on medications, and asking you, why do you like drugs so much? Is it food? What about those that will come to you and see that you are eating, and they'll be saying things like, "So as big as you are, you still eat. So you can still eat as big as you are." How many of you can relate? Tell me in the comments. Can you relate? Can you relate? All right. So I battled with serious body shaming every day of my life. It was one body shaming comment or attitude or the other. So I never even realized that these things were beginning to get to me. And that made me to start seeing myself as ugly. So I became very ugly in my own sight and very ashamed of my own body. I hated my body, my dresses, because that I didn't even like looking at my dresses because they did not have shape. They didn't have shape, right? Now, tell me, come and measure my weight. I will run away. I didn't like checking my weight on the scale. It is me that will put mirror in my house. It is me that will avoid that area of my house because anything that will remind me of the way I look, I just used to run away from it, including the mirror. Talk about snapping pictures. Not be me and you. It's not me and you. We will not. I will not be there. So you see, I didn't have a lot of my before pictures because I hardly snapped pictures. Right now, it got to a point that the things I found pleasure in became very uninteresting to me. And like I said, I was always on medication. Now, it was so bad that the distance between um, my last hospital visit and the next hospital visit was the period of time that I was on medication. So I was literally living on medication, and that hospital had become my second home. So between the time I was at the hospital and the next time I will be at the hospital, I will be on medication. Once my medication was finished like this, I will find myself back at the hospital. It was that cycle that I was running. I was never fine. It's either I was at the hospital or I was on medication. It's one of those two. Now, while running that cycle, it got to a point that now the hospital I used back then, before I relocated, the hospital I used back then is a very big hospital, very, very big hospital. There are so many, physicians there, but as many as they are, they all recognized me. They all recognized me. Like I was such a consistent patient. All of them, at one time or the other, had attended to me. So one day I was back at the hospital as usual, and I had just completed my medication and I wasn't still feeling fine. Yeah, so I was back to the hospital and I had done the test that was prescribed and I was waiting to be attended to. On the corridor of the consulting room was where I stayed. I was standing up really on the corridor of the consulting room and I was waiting to be attended to. Before I knew it, the doctor that attended to me a few days before the day I came back, the last doctor that attended to me came out of his room, excuse me, of his consulting room, his office, and he saw me. And you could tell that this man was literally irritated by my sight. And the next thing I heard was, Madam, what are you doing here again? I thought I attended to you a few days back. So, I now wanted to respond. And I was like, yes, sir, it's true. But, I wanted to explain how I'm still feeling. Like, I still feel pain here. I'm still feeling like I'm still not. I wanted to explain. This man did not allow me to talk. He just said, I beg, madam, stop coming here. There's nothing wrong with you. Just go and watch your weight. That was all he said. And he walked out. He just left. I beg, stop coming here. There's nothing wrong with you. Just go and watch your weight. And he left. And I was there. Now, what made that scene very significant for me was that he didn't say that to me in his office. He said that to me on the corridor of the consulting room where every other patient was waiting for a doctor to attend to them. So it was literally in public. And I got scolded like that. Now tell me, has your daughter ever told you to go and watch your weight? Has your doctor ever told you to go and watch your weight. And if your doctor has not told you to go and watch your weight, imagine that you were in my shoes that day. It was you that the doctor said that to in public. How would you feel? Yes, I can see Jesus told me liar. Yeah, you're saying that. Excuse me. You're saying it is well, or even doctors. Yeah, so my doctor did that to me. One of my doctors did that to me. Hmm. How would you feel? Somebody saying I can relate. So they told you to go and watch your weight. Don't worry. Don't worry. All of that is going to end. Okay, so yeah, I got you. Don't worry. Doctor have been telling me to reduce my weight severally. My sister, don't worry, I got you. I got you. So let's get moving. So that was how my weight loss journey started, right? You know, before I didn't even start immediately. That man said it. I was thinking, so even doctor took is not beginning to body shame me. That was the defense position I took. Like, what is wrong with these people? Said even doctor is supposed to be helping somebody. They're even body shaming somebody. You know, I just told myself, I'm Google used to being body shamed, right? I said I'm used to being body shamed. That I'll just get it out of my head. I just consoled myself that day because otherwise that man would have spoiled my entire day. I just told myself I'm used to being body shamed anyway, so I'll just get it out of my head. It's just one of those things. And so I consoled myself and left. But as hard as I tried to get his comment off my head, it just stuck there like they used a glue to that his comment was just tormenting me. Madam, I beg, stop coming here. There's nothing wrong with you. Just go and watch your weight. His comment just kept tormenting me. And I kept hearing it. And I began to ask myself, like, okay, what if this doctor is actually right? Is it possible that it is my weight that is making me not to feel this fine? Like, I'm always back to the hospital before any little thing. I'm back to the hospital and all of that. So I decided to do something about my weight. But then, unfortunately, my doctor told me my problem. Told me that my problem was my weight. But he did not tell me what to do about my weight. So that left me in that void where I had to look for what to do about my weight. Okay? So I started searching. I searched everywhere. I searched Google, I joined weight loss groups. I did everything I could do. I was just searching and searching to see how I could just, get this weight off that the doctor said I should go and lose, right? Now, I bought skipping ropes, exercise, fasted, starved, did all kind of things that you can think about. Nothing was working. So at that point, I told myself, I beg, maybe this weight loss thing is not for everybody, right? So I typically just lost my motivation to lose weight. My morale was down. Everything was down. I gave up. Literally, I told myself, I beg. This weight loss thing is not for everybody. Now, I don't keep a sinner. Like, yeah. Now, if you are not a Nigerian, you don't understand what I just said. Now, I don't keep person typically means that I'm only fat, I did not commit a crime. So I told myself that and I moved on. Life just moved on like that. Then something now happened along the line. One of my colleagues, back then I was still doing, the 9 to 5 thingy, I was still working. And then this person went on maternity leave and came back looking so slim, so smart, so beautiful. Her skin was glowing like, oh my God. And she was the star of the moment. Everybody wanted to know her secret. And I bet you, I wanted to know her secret too. Because if I had tried to get a result and I did not get it, somebody's getting it. If you have sense, you go and ask the person now, say, I beg, my sister, help my life, oh, please, I beg, teach me this thing. And that was what I did. So I went to her, pleaded, like my life depended on it. Told her, please help my life. Please help me. What are you doing? And interestingly, she was very gracious to share. So she introduced me to the ketogenic diet. Now, if you understand what the keto diet is, now, if you know keto diet, tell me in the comments that you know keto diet. Now, the keto diet is, if you don't know the keto diet, now, if you have done keto diet before, tell me. I want to know those of us that did keto. You tell me in the comments. Tell me in the comments. If you know keto, tell me in the comments. But if you don't know keto, I'll tell you what it is. Now, this is a way of eating, a diet where the normal food, your normal rice, beans, noodles, plantain, bread, yam, swallow, all of the things that as food, they are not allowed on the diet. Excuse me, I can see Agatha saying I did keto too. Okay. Oh God, God, I hope I got that right. I have done it before. Good. I'm glad people here know what keto is. So you're not allowed to eat your normal food. You're only allowed to eat vegetables, protein, fat and oil, and all of that. Now, I didn't have time to think about it. I was looking for the results, right? I was very desperate. So I just went into action and did the keto diet thingy. I did it. And interestingly, it worked. It was the only thing that worked for me. And in 5 months, I had lost about 25 kilograms of weight. Hey, before you knew it, the focus of attention shifted back to me. I became the new celebrity. Everybody wanted to know my secret. What did you do? How did you do it? Hey, all kind of comments. And like I tell you, it was sweet. So, if you know me, you know that I absolutely love to teach. So when people are asking me, how did you do that? How did you do it? I started to teach. Now, I had a group of students that I was mentoring in the ketogenic diet back then. And something stood out for me in the days where I was teaching keto. It was that in just a few weeks, all my students began to turn cold. They were not turning up. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. Me, I had been on this diet for 5 months, but these people could not even manage for a few weeks. Before you know, they're already dropping out. And I started asking questions. I started following them up, asking questions. What's the challenge? And all of that. And then, sorry. Wow. Okay, so I started checking up on them one after the other, and I got feedback. Like, this one is so boring. No, I cannot continue. It's too expensive. Somebody told me that I have developed the keto breath and it's so bad, so embarrassing that I cannot leave my house. I'm dropping out, please. I can't continue. Somebody said that to me literally. And other people complain about the fact that, so that we have to be eating something different from my family members like this. I cannot do it too. It's making me I feel lonely, make me feel secluded from my family members. So many complaints. People are just complaining and complaining. And there was one that really got to me. And it was this person that told me that I have been bedridden for days and diagnosed with chronic ulcer. And if she had stopped there, it would have been bearable for me. She now added, thanks to you. When she made that comment, my heart just skipped a beat. Like, I was heartbroken. And then I needed to now call myself to order and ask myself sincere questions for re-evaluation. I began to ask myself questions like, this thing that you are doing itself, this thing that you are doing, and you are now teaching people, is it possible for this lifestyle to have a lot of side effects? And from the feedback I had gotten from my students, I knew that there were side effects. In fact, even me, I experienced side effects, like I couldn't concentrate, having to always think about food, always being hungry, always having headaches, not being able to sleep, having constipations. Those things were happening to me, but I was managing. I was still able to pull through. So I know that the keto diet and other restricted diets have side effects. Okay, but can this thing cause health issues? Can it cause ulcer? And then from my research, I realized that keto does not cause ulcer, but if you are already prone to having ulcer, keto will help you to dig it out fast. Oh, and that was the answer I was looking for. The second question I asked myself while I was doing the re-evaluation was that even you, teacher that is teaching this lifestyle, are you enjoying yourself on this journey? Like, are you really enjoying it? And the honest answer I could give myself was no. I was not enjoying the lifestyle at all. I mean, okay, the compliment. I mean, that one was sweet. Coming from the place of always being body shamed to the place where you are now being constantly complimented every day is one sweet compliment or the other. I mean, that was sweet. I won't lie, right? But apart from the compliments, nothing else was enjoyable on the diet. And let me just paint a few scenarios for you so that you understand when I say I was not enjoying it myself. I'm a Nigerian lady and I love rice. Now, on the diet, we were not allowed to eat my rice. Okay, fine. If you will not allow me to eat rice, maybe you allow me to eat what my family members are eating. Let's say, the swallows and the plantain and the beans, every other thing that my family members are eating. You said, no, I cannot eat on the diet. Okay, when it's not time for party, you know how many of you know Nigerian parties? You have been to Nigerian parties before. If you go to Nigerian party, that kind of food will be there. And so they will start asking you as a dignitary, please, what do we serve you? Should we bring you rice? Do you want semo? Do you want pounded yam? Do you want mala? Do you want, my mind? Do you want this? Do you want that? And you're just saying no, no, no. Okay, so what should we bring for you? What do you want us to serve you? And then the only thing you can eat at every single party is salad, meat, and water. Just like, please, just give me salad, meat, and water. That's all. Or salad, fish, and water. That's the only thing you can eat as parties. Now, imagine that was you. And you are seeing all kinds, all colors and shades of food. But the only thing you are permitted to eat is salad, meat, and water. How would that feel? It was simply a case of suffering and smiling. In fact, it got to a point I stopped attending parties. Because, I mean, how will I see and I will not be able to eat it? Now, another thing that really happened back then when I was doing the keto diet was that you would cook your own favorite food though. Just imagine this. You go to the kitchen and you cook your favorite. But then you serve every other person except yourself, your own favorite though. Simply because you are on a diet and you cannot eat it. So you cook your best food and you cannot eat it. What about the times you have to be explaining to people why you are not normal? When you go out, maybe, office parties and all of that, and they are serving all kind of food, and you're just saying, no, I don't want. And then, what's wrong with you? Are you not trying to pretend as if you are one white lady? And you have to explain, no, it's not like that now. You people know that I'm watching my weight. I'm watching my weight. How many of you use that sentence? You have used that sentence before. I'm watching my weight. How many of you have used that sentence before? I'm watching my weight. That time when we had to be explaining to everybody why we were not normal. Somebody said, I'm not sure I will survive if I did keto. I know, but I didn't try it. Some people, the weight comes back automatically. What do you expect? It will come back now. All right, so yeah. All of those things, I just thought about it together. And so I just, summoned all my courage and dumped the diet. But as soon as I dumped the diet like this, it was as if all the weight I had lost, they stored them up in one place. And they were waiting for me and watching me with one side eye saying, it's not you. You will still come back. As soon as I dumped the diet like this, the weight started coming back. In fact, it came back with their brothers and sisters. It just became worse. And I was back to 0 point. Now, at that point, when I was back to 0 point, I had just two options. It was either I went back to the ketogenic diet or I continued to struggle with my weight. Now, number one, keto diet was out of the way because at that time, I had overeaten every food that was allowed on the keto diet. Everything I could afford to eat on the diet, I had eaten them to the point where they were nauseating me. Each time you bring them close to me like this, I will feel like throwing up. It was that bad. Now, struggling with my weight was not an option too because the little weight I managed to lose, I noticed the improvement in my health, right? I was able to stay out of the hospital for some time and it felt good. So I know I cannot do any of those two. Meanwhile, trust my Nigerian people. I started, all kinds of comments are started coming in. Uh-uh. Are you not watching your weight again? You better watch it before you go back to where you're coming from. All kinds of comments. But they didn't know the internal struggles I was having. So I now ask myself, if I cannot do keto and I cannot remain stuck in this my body, is there any other solution for me? And that drove me into research, right? So let's to research. And I remember that back then I was not sleeping. Days and nights of endless researching. In fact, it got to a point I packed my bag, went back to school. I went to retrain. I was just looking for that singular weight loss solution where I will be able to eat all of my favorite meals, lose the weight permanently this time around. I wanted to lose it permanently. Now, I didn't want any side effect and I wanted to enjoy myself. I was done suffering. I didn't want to suffer again. I just wanted to enjoy my journey, get the results and just live my normal life. Just be normal like everybody. So, and I found it. Oh, they say what you're looking for, you find. I found it. And I finally practiced it and got the result I was looking for. In fact, my result came out better. How did I know? People started complimenting me. It is not that you're getting this. That's what I did before. We knew something was off, but we could not place it. This is what you're doing is what you should continue doing. Instead of comparing the result I got on keto with the result I have now. And so I was able to move from 105 kilograms to 60 kilograms in less than 8 months. And for more than 9 years, I have been able to keep my weight at less than 70 kilograms. Now, why am I telling you this story? I'm telling you this story because you probably at one point or the other in my story have seen your current state. Maybe it was at the point where the doctor, told me to go and watch my weight. You saw yourself in that story. Maybe it was you're currently at the point where you have given up on trying to lose weight, which I also did. Maybe you are currently doing what is not working for weight loss, which I did. I'm telling you so that you would be able to, from my story, see yourself. And if I can get a permanent solution, you too can get a permanent solution. Now, interestingly, I not only have been able to achieve this result for myself, I have also helped thousands of people from different countries of the world, right? I've shown them what I did, and today they are very happy and grateful with the result they have. Now, I don't want you to just believe me because I said it. I want you to see this. Now, look at Joycelyn. Joycelyn is from Ghana. Joycelyn was able to successfully lose 18.85 kilograms, lost 10 inches of body fat, and multiple dress sizes. Emanuela, you can see a before and after picture right there in the middle of your screen. Emanuela struggled with her weight for so long, several years, and did not get a solution until she came in contact with DBL. And then she finally lost the weight with ease, while also enjoying the food that she loved to eat. Pastor Akinola sent us this picture and says, I feel more love and confidence about my body. I can't remember when last I could wear a sleeveless top. Someone who could not put on a sleeveless top for so many years came in contact with Dream Body by Laura, and before you know it, she now rocks her sleeveless tops with confidence. Look at her. Can't you see beauty? And this is also going to change your life. What I'm going to show you in this webinar, I guarantee that if you take action on it, right, underline that condition. If you take action on what I'm going to show you in this webinar, your life will also change for the better. Now, what am I going to show you in this webinar? In this webinar, you're going to discover why you feel stuck in your current body despite your previous attempts, all the mistakes that you're making that makes weight loss difficult for you, no matter what you do, the mistakes you're currently making that makes it difficult for you to keep your weight off even when you manage to lose it. I'll show you how to look fit and fine anytime you want it without going to the gym or even having to give up on your favorite food. I'll also show you how to get back your sexy body after childbirth, even if it looks like you're still pregnant, but you know that you're not pregnant. Okay? Now I'm going to show you how to avoid all of the side effects associated with weight loss while enjoying better health and permanent weight loss. I'll also show you practical, effective, and fast weight loss techniques practically. Now, if you need a very simple way of losing weight, or let's say you have tried weight loss before and failed, but now you want to get it right. Maybe you need a better overall health, or you want to have a permanent body transformation. Maybe you want to lose weight, but you don't want to miss out on eating the food that you love. Maybe you don't want any side effects coming from your weight loss now or in the future. Or you don't have the time, or you don't even like the idea of burning yourself out in the gym. If you are in any of these categories, then this webinar was specially designed for you. Now, there are two sets of people that this webinar will not help. And if you're one of these, it is better you log out now because it will not help you. The first set of people are those who have developed invisible beliefs, negative mindsets, stereotypes about weight loss. In your mind, you think you know what weight loss is about. You know everything about weight loss in your mind. And you're not ready to unlearn what you know and learn new things. If you are that person that you like to argue, you like to just hold on to your old methods, this is not going to help you. Now, if you are also that person who wants to get slim quick, you don't want to do anything. You're looking for who is going to be losing the weight for you. You will just sit down and somebody will be losing the weight for you. It's not going to work like that. Yes, we have made it very easy and enjoyable for you. However, there are things you need to do. Okay? You also have to show up for your dream body. Show up for what you say you desire. Do what you're supposed to do as easy as it is. All right? Now, I need to be very upfront with this. In this webinar, I have prepared two different kinds of value for you. Now, you determine which of them you want to take. The first kind of value is a life-transforming free value that you can take immediately and start implementing it right here, right now. And of course, it's going to give you your permanent weight transformation if you follow it through. Yes, you are getting that kind of value in this webinar. The second kind of value is not for everybody. Please underline that it is not for everybody. It's only for those who love speed and they want to remove every form of guesswork. Now, if you're that kind of person who wants, proven results without having to guess and you want it fast, then the second kind of value is for you. But so that everybody is carried along, I'm giving you the free value first, and then towards the end of the webinar, I will show you this second kind of value. Please understand that it is not free. It's not going to be free. Okay? Just understand that. But before I proceed to show you the second kind of value, I must have been able to deliver on the first kind of value in such a way that you will feel blessed being in this webinar. Then I will ask you, are you blessed? Did you get value? If you don't give me the go ahead, I will not move on to the second kind of value. Do we have a deal? Tell me in the comments, do we have a deal? Do we have a deal? Tell me in the comments, do we have a deal? All right, so I'm seeing your comments. Deal. So let's move on. Now, what I'm going to show you in this webinar is what has helped me to lose 8 kilograms and 4 inches in just 14 days. 14 days, oh. Ella, look at her before and after picture now. She lost all the weight she wanted to lose. All the belly fat she wanted to lose. And what is the highlight for me is that Ella has been able to stay out of the hospital for several years. The last time Ella and I had a conversation, she told me, Coach, You will not believe that since September 2023 that I joined your program, I have not tasted the slightest paracetamol. Now, what makes a testimony something worth the while for me is that when Ella came in contact with GBL, she was very frequent at the hospital, just like me back then. She was this person who was always consistently sick. Now she joined a 30-day program, and since 2023, she has not tasted the slightest paracetamol. That is the power of what I'm going to hand over to you in this webinar. Now, if it has worked for these people, it can work for you too, but you have to be willing for me to help you. Okay? So, now, I know that just like me and several other people that have helped, you have tried all kind of weight loss solutions and nothing has worked for you so far. Maybe you have lost the weight and you gained it right back. Maybe at this point you have given up on weight loss and trying to lose belly fat. And you're just telling yourself, let me just go and see what they are doing there. Let me just give this a last shot. Let me just try it again. If you came here with that mindset, congratulations, because even me, I want this to be your very last shot at weight loss. Not because you are frustrated, but because you now finally have a permanent solution to your weight. So there's absolutely no reason to be running after weight loss coaches, weight loss products, weight loss programs again. And I tell you, this is achievable. My clients will tell you that for free. However, if I start this webinar by telling you what to do and what not to do to lose weight and belly fat, I can bet on it that you probably will not be able to make much out of it. Of course, this is not your first weight loss webinar. I want to believe that. You have tried, several programs before. Maybe you have even paid for programs, bought slimming tips, tried all kind of things, but you could not make much out of those previous programs. Why? Now, we want to, first of all, go into the why, which is why I love to do things a little differently. Instead of just coming to you with a list of go and do this, go and do this, go and buy that, well, I'm not going to do that. I will start with your mindset, and which is what I always start with when I'm working with my clients. And that's why our transformations in DBL are always permanent, because we start transforming inside out. We start from your mind. Now, you already know that if you have a wrong mindset, no matter the information you have, it will not do you any good at all. And the mindset you still carry is the reason you are still running after weight loss coaches and products and program and, every weight loss advert you have joined. Some of you, weight loss coaches on your phone, there are more than 10. Because you are still carrying the wrong mindset. Now, let's start by debunking this mindset. Why do you feel stuck in your current body despite all of your previous attempts? The very many fears. The many fears. Now, you fear a lot of things. Okay? You ask questions. Sorry, my laptop is acting now. My slides back to where it's supposed to be. Okay? All right, so you ask questions, okay? You fear a lot of things. You ask questions like, what if it doesn't work for me? Okay, what if it doesn't work for me? I am a menopausal woman. Is this going to work for me? I have health conditions that makes weight loss difficult. Is it going to work? You are always asking, is it going to work? Now, the fact that you are asking these questions tells me something. You are more intentional, very intentional. At least way more intentional than I before I started my weight loss journey. Back then, I didn't have the sense to ask these questions. Okay? Now, if you are currently hosting these fears, They are very valid. I don't want you to see yourself as and I used to ask this question, no, does it mean that no, these fears are very valid, and getting answers to these questions helps you to make the right decision now that you want to give weight loss another shot. All right. So, will it work for you? Whether you're a menopausal woman or you have health conditions that make weight loss difficult, or you are a breastfeeding mom, or you are an expecting mom, whatever, any weight loss program that will work for you will only work because it is the right one for you, not because it is popular. So you have to find the right one for your body type and your body needs. When you find that one, it will work for you. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Now, if you're asking about side effects, what if there are side effects? Now, people have come to me asking a lot of these questions, right? I've heard people saying, I'm still a young lady, and I want to give birth. I hope this thing will not affect me when I'm ready to give birth. And that's because there are weight loss programs or weight loss products that have affected people in their reproductive years before. So these people are coming from understanding. Other people have asked, please, I'm a breastfeeding mom. Can I do this? Is it not going to affect my baby? Now, if you are hosting any of these fears, whether it is a fear of side effect, or you still want to give birth to children in the future, or you are currently nursing and you don't want it to affect your child, these fears, like I said, are very valid. But then you need to understand that the side effects that you are anticipating will only come if what you are doing is not healthy. If you get weight loss right, the only side effect you should be expecting is a better all-round health, both for you, and if you have a baby that you're nursing, your baby too will experience a better all-round health. And that is when you get weight loss right. Because a lot of these mental methods are really not healthy. Okay? Now, if you're asking questions like, what if the things I'm told to do are too difficult for me to keep up with? If what you are going to do will give you a permanent result, then it should not be difficult. Underline that. It has to be easy. You have to enjoy it, because that is the only way for you to be able to follow it through. If you find it too difficult and you don't enjoy it, you will drop out eventually. Even if you manage to finish the program, whether it is a 30-day program or a 90-day program, you shall manage and you finish it. Once you finish it, you will dump it where you left it. And once you stop what you are doing for weight loss, your weight will come back to you. So the only way to get a permanent result is to find what is going to be easy and enjoyable for you and follow that path. Simple. Now, if you are saying, I've done plenty of programs in the past, though, and I can't keep up with it. I don't have the time. I'm a busy person. Let me tell you something. Being busy is one thing. Living your life is another thing. If you're going to get a permanent weight loss solution, what you're doing must be seen as your lifestyle. It must be a part of your normal everyday activities. So you don't need a special time for weight loss. If you have the time to live your life, then you have the time to lose weight. Just typically incorporate, these little things that you can do for weight loss into your everyday life. And then you'll be seeing the results while you're just living your normal life. That's it. As simple as that. You don't need any special time or any special big effort for weight loss. Okay? Now, if you're asking, I have seen many weight loss plans or weight loss meal plans, and I don't like the food on them. So what if the plan that I get this time around, I don't like the meals on them? Or they are too restrictive. Now, here's the thing. When you are placed on a restrictive diet, when a weight loss plan is too regimented, like you must eat this, you must not eat this, this is this, all of those long rules and do's and don'ts, what it's going to send to your brain, the signal is going to send to your brain, is the feeling of restriction. And when you are restricted, you are feeling caged. The only response of your brain will be rebellion. You will not notice that it is those things they say you should not eat that you are beginning to crave. How many of you can relate? You begin to crave those things that they say you should not eat. And the best results you can get will be temporary. Why? Because once you finish that kind of program, you go back to the way you were eating, the things you love to eat, you continue to eat those things, and the results just flies out of the window. Now, if you're the kind of person who loves, you're asking, will they say I should cut off my favorite meals and treats? I will say that if you're going to get a permanent result, there's no need to cut off anything. Don't cut off anything. Just learn how to lose your weight with your preferred meals and treats. When you learn how to eat your normal way, live your normal life, and still lose the weight, that is when you are sure that you're going to have a permanent transformation. Is that okay? Now, if you're asking, will I be asked to exercise? What if I don't want to exercise? A lot of these questions have come to me many times. Now, I am going to be very straightforward with you. Exercising is very healthy. It benefits your health. It benefits your weight loss journey. Now, that said, the bulk of your weight transformation, if you want to lose weight, is not going to come from exercising. Yes, I said it. The bulk of your weight loss is not coming from exercise. It is coming from your food, how you eat what you eat. So, while exercise is good for weight loss, is good for your health, you can absolutely get weight loss results without exercising at all. Yes, it is possible. Okay? But then, I would recommend that you add some form of exercises to your weight loss regimen, and the reason is clear. It will give you a better weight loss result. And of course, you also want the health benefits of exercising. But don't start thinking, hey, she will say I should go and register in the gym now. We will not have to be doing workout 30 minutes. Why will no 5 hours workout? It doesn't, life is not that difficult. Okay? Exercising does not have to feel like somebody is stressing you, putting you under bondage. There are exercises that you probably have not identified that each time you are carrying out those activities, you don't even feel like you are working out, but they count as exercises. For example, if you're not you're like me and you love to dance, why not? Why not use that as your exercise? Okay? There's so many things you can do, as exercises that count as exercises, give you the benefit of exercises, but they don't feel like you are working out. Okay, so you don't need to register in a gym if you don't want to. You don't need to, start doing structured workout if you don't want to. Just incorporate some basic movements into your everyday life and you're good to go. It doesn't have to stress you. Okay? Now, if you're the kind of person who finds it very difficult to follow things through, you start a program, you drop out. You start, you don't finish. What you should be looking for now that you want to start again, go and look for a weight loss program that is inclusive. One that has functional support. That if they don't see you, they will look for you. Look for the one that has functional support and thorough accountability. That will really, really hold you accountable. Not the one that you will join and they will leave it to yourself. Okay? That is what you should be looking for. If you find that, I bet you will be glad you did. Now, if you are asking questions of, I have bought weight loss teas or weight loss drugs, I've done program and they just say, keep paying, we finish one, start another one, finish one, start another one. It is because you've been doing it the wrong way. What you should be looking for now is a weight loss program that will empower you. Empower you to lose weight permanently. And that's the only thing you need. If you find a weight loss program that gives you that much power, grab it. No matter how much it is, make that one-time commitment and stay empowered for the rest of your life. The truth is, the money you will waste on those solutions that are not permanent, if you gather them together, it is going to be a lot more than the money you will use to invest in a one-time empowerment. It's going to be more than that. Now, apart from that, the money are also going to be wasting on your health, the side effects of those things that you're doing, on the health challenges that come with your weight and all of that, the pain that comes with your weight, it is, if you weigh it on the scale, it's going to be a lot more than getting that, one-time empowerment and staying empowered for the rest of your life. So there's absolutely no need to keep running after weight loss coaches, products, program. Are you not tired? You understand? It's time to rest. Get your permanent win and hold on to it for the rest of your life. That's all you need now. Now, if you're asking, am I going to be looking pale and sick after weight loss? Or will I have a sagging skin? Now, like I said, I will always tell you the truth. If you go the route of a healthy weight loss program, you should not be looking pale and sick. You should be looking healthy and happy. But I'm going to warn you, please do your due diligence. Do your due diligence. Be sure that what you're going to commit to is actually very healthy. Why am I saying that? I have played on this internet space, in the health and wellness niche for some years. And I have seen a lot of programs that they have branded as healthy. Okay? They have branded them as healthy. But when you check what they're really doing inside, it's not healthy. So do your due diligence. Check very well. Make sure this one that you want to do is actually healthy. Right? Now, about those who are worried, if you're worried about, having excess skin, sagging skin, and all of that, the truth is, if you lose a lot of weight, you will have excess skin. Okay? It's just normal. But the good news now is that if you exercise, we are going back there, yes. If you exercise and you eat correctly, your skin will begin to firm up. As you are losing the weight, your skin will be firming up like that. So you are not going to have a lot of excess skin to battle with after weight loss. Is that okay? Now, if you're asking, will I be able to eat out with my friends and family? If you go for a weight loss program that will require you to separate your pot from your family members, that is already a sure indication that this is not going to give you a permanent result. Because how long are you going to separate your pot from the family members? Can you do that for the rest of your life? Like, live that solitude life apart from your family members? It's really not sustainable. Okay? So instead of going that route of, not being able to eat out with family and friends, not being able to enjoy your life, not live your normal life, go and look for a lifestyle-based weight loss approach. This one will not deprive you of your everyday living and your everyday food. If you find it, that's the one you should be looking for. So let's quickly look at the lies you subconsciously tell yourself. Okay? Now, if you're the kind of person who tells yourself, my fat is stubborn. How many of you have said that to yourself? Tell me in the comments. You tell yourself, my fat is stubborn. You have told yourself, my own fat is stubborn. No. Newsflash. There is no stubborn fat. Oh. What you have not found is the right weight loss technique for you. The moment you find the right weight loss technique, all that stubborn fat and belly fat, they will melt. I tell you, they will go. Now, if you're also telling yourself, this thing was my family, it cannot go. Newsflash again. I understand, really. I understand that genetics play a role in how we accumulate fat. I mean, how do you explain some people that eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and never gain weight? While some people just smelling water like this, they have gained weight. I'm just exaggerating. Genetics play a role. I understand it. But do you know that much more than genetics, much more than, inheriting it from your family members, there's something very subtle that you are also inheriting that you're not looking into. And it is the lifestyle of the people around you. Let me give you an example. If you lived with your mother or your aunt or anybody that you lived with, you will realize that the way they cook is the way you cook. The way they serve their food is the way you serve your food. You just unconsciously imbibed their lifestyle. So if they are the kind of people who use a lot of oil for their stew, you most likely will be having a lot of oil in your stew. If they take a lot of salt, that's how you'll be cooking. Except you're very intentional, right? And then, if they pack a lot of food in their plates and, they just eat bulk, that is how you're most likely going to be eating. So we also take in the lifestyle of the people around us. Not only do we take the genes of our family members, we'll inherit their lifestyle. So if their lifestyle is not healthy, you most likely will be living an unhealthy lifestyle, which accounts for more weight gain than genetics. Now, let's even assume, okay, let's assume that your own is truly, 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 truly genetic. Like, it runs in the family and it's not just lifestyle, it's just you inherited it. Come, let me tell you something. Do you know that even hereditary fat, you can lose it very well and you can lose it permanently? I'm telling you what I have seen happen with my client. Right? Now, if you have told yourself, maybe this weight loss thing is not for me, just like me, right? I said it before. You too, you have told yourself, maybe this weight loss thing is not for everybody. Or you told yourself, now fat, I don't keep person. I'm sorry to announce to you that even though it is not a crime to be fat, are you aware that World Health Organization has identified that every single year, all over the world, at least 2.8 million people drop dead. And what is killing them? It's not HIV, it's not Ebola, it is not Lassa fever, it is not coronavirus, it is not tuberculosis, not any of these things. The only thing killing almost 3 million people every single year is fat. That's what kills this number of people. 3 million every single year, all over the world. And what really pains me is that these deaths are preventable. But how many of them know this? And the people that know, they don't even do anything about it. So, now that you know, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Are you going to keep watching it like that? Or are you going to just do something now to save it? God forbid that any one of you who has come in contact with GBL will be part of these statistics. God forbid. But it's time to be super intentional about your weight. So, which of these fears and lies can you identify with? Which of them? Have you found your mistakes? Have you found it? Have you found it? You tell me. Now, let's quickly look at the mistakes you're making that make sustainable weight loss difficult, no matter what you do. Now, like I said, I always start with the mind. If you make mistakes with your mind, you will make mistakes across board. You will make mistakes across board. So what are the mistakes of the mind that I want to just briefly talk about in this webinar? If in one part of your mind, as an African, there's this mindset that people that have belly fat or people that are big is because they have money, they are wealthy, they are living large, they are living a good life. If you are still carrying that kind of mindset, you will not take your weight journey seriously. You will not. Obesity is not a sign of good living. It is a sign that your body is not working properly. Something is off and you need to fix it. Then if you don't identify to the largest extent how much damage this thing is causing your total well-being, you will not take it seriously. Now, do you know that the reason this fat could be the reason you currently struggle with a lot of things? Maybe your breathing, maybe your moving, maybe your health, maybe your marriage. Now, how do I know all of these things? Over the years, now, apart from my own story, I told you over the years I've worked with thousands of clients. Now, we have seen people who have come up to say their ulcer of over 6 years, that they had to keep managing with medication has gone. Why? Because this weight was in one way or the other affecting their health, their eating habits, their eating pattern, their lifestyle. We have seen people who have come to say arthritis, high blood pressure, low blood pressure, high blood sugar, low blood sugar. We have seen people who were battling with chronic depression, anxiety issues. We have seen a lot of things, even menstrual cycle. I mean, if you have been following us for some time, you would see our testimonials. Menstrual cycle that was not, showing up in just a few days of being with us, it got restored. We have seen people who have cancelled already scheduled surgeries in just a few days. Now, these people did not know that the reason they were suffering all of these things was their weight. They didn't know. Until they started working on their weight, they didn't see the effect on their health, their mindset, their even in their marriages. We have seen marriages that got repaired simply because one of them lost weight. Okay, so if you don't know how much this thing is causing damage to you and your total well-being, you will still be thinking, I will do it later. I will do it later. Now, if you are thinking weight loss must be hard and stressful, you are wrong. You are wrong, because when weight loss is hard and stressful, you will never have a permanent result. Never. So, you have to understand that for you to have a permanent transformation, weight loss can and is easy and enjoyable. I mean, go to our website. Our testimonials are publicly published there. You will see a lot of our clients saying, I didn't know the weight loss can be this easy. I've never had weight loss like this, even on crazy diets. People have said a lot of things over the years, because weight loss can actually be easy. I mean, lose or gain weight while having fun. You can have fun while losing weight. All right. Now, if you are making mistakes with your plan, you most likely not be getting your results. How do you make mistakes with your plan? If you want results and you don't check the process, like I did back then when I went and joined them in the keto diet, you see results. People post that before and after picture, and you're quickly asking, how did you do? What did you do? And you don't check the process. Can I continue with this thing for the rest of my life? Can I actually do this? You're not checking. You just see that it's giving them results and then you just jump into it. Many of us have made these mistakes in the past. And if you consistently compare your body with other celebrities, you compare your body with one person, somebody posts before and after pictures, you are quick to ask them, how long did it take you? You are always in that space where you are competing with everybody. Calm down. There's something I always say. If all of us that are on this live stream are inside this room, we feed on exactly the same food, breathe in exactly the same air, do exactly the same exercise, sleep at the same time, drink the same water, the same amount of water, do everything exactly the same way, we will still lose weight at different rates. Why? Our bodies are different. Your journey is unique to you. My journey is unique to me. When I was losing weight, I lost weight at an average of about 4 to 5 kilograms a month. I have helped clients that lost crazy weight in just 1 month. I have seen 17 kilograms in 1 month. I have seen somebody who lost 20 kilograms in just 12 days, and I was like, it is not possible. Go back and check. I have seen people who have lost 10 kilograms in just 7 days, and I'm like, this is not possible. Go and check. And then they come back and they say, Coach, I have checked many times. This is the result. So our bodies are totally different, and you have to be comfortable with that. Now, if you don't identify what will work for you as a unique person, and then anything at all that is now trending is what you go and do. They say there's a new weight loss drug, you buy it. A new weight loss tea, you buy it. Oh yeah, everybody is doing gym now. You too, you join. Hey, it is one surgery that is trending now. You are there. You are already saving money to go and do surgery. I have seen people who have done surgery and still have to come back to us because the surgery did not last. He still came back. All right? It is not injection that taking. You two, you are taking. Calm down. Just go and find that one thing that will work for you and stick with it. Simple. I hope you're learning. Please tell me in the comments. Are you learning? Are you learning? Please tell me in the comments. Are you learning? All right, I'm glad that you all are learning. Now, the third mistake you're making is with your food. With your food. Now, I know a lot of times you try to eat healthily, but if the healthy meals you are eating are high in calories, you'll be gaining weight and you'll be wondering why. Also, if you take a lot of processed food, whether it is food or snacks or drinks, or maybe what the kind of food you eat are high in sugar or they have a lot of oil in them, you will be gaining weight and not losing weight. Okay? Now, the second mistake you're making with your food is if you take too little calories. Yes, I know that I said that if you take too many calories, you'll be gaining weight. But if you go and diet, you go and restrict your food too much, you don't take enough food for your body to really work, you will be shutting down your body processes. Your body will be shutting down its operation. Okay? And the body will not say, oh, now we don't have enough food, though. It's time to lose weight. That's not what your body is going to say. Your body is going to say, there's a problem. Let us save this person's life. So instead of using all the small food that you are easy for using and eating during that period, your body will start saving out of the small food because it believes that you are dying. So let's save it and prolong this person's life a little bit. Right? So your body will be holding on to food and not using it for you. So, but while it is doing that, it will be shutting down your body processes, your metabolism, it will be shutting it down. And when it shuts down like that, weight loss will be more difficult for you. And that's when you hear things like metabolism has slowed down because you have not given your body enough to work with. So while you are not overeating your calories, don't undereat your calories too. All right? Then if you have a wrong relationship with food, like you see some food as causing weight gain and you see some food as good for weight loss, you're making a mistake. Any food at all can cause you weight gain. Any food can be used for weight loss. The difference is in how you eat what you eat. Now, if you join any of my programs, you will see how my clients are eating the bread they told you not to eat, the spaghetti they told you not to eat, the rice they swallow they told you not to eat. I personally, even as a coach, I eat all of those things and we have our results. People that don't eat all of those things, where is their result? So it is not about running away from food, it's about eating the food with sense. All right? Then if you have mistakes, if you are making mistakes with your expectations, for example, you expect to lose too much weight in a short period of time, it's a mistake. How do you spend 10 years gathering 30 kilograms, 50 kilograms, and you expect that a 30-day program will make you lose all of that weight? It doesn't work like that. It took you time to gain the weight. It will take you time to lose the weight. Set your expectations right. Now, if you expect weight loss to be rigid and hard, you will struggle when you eventually find the one that is easy and enjoyable. Right? And if you expect weight loss plans to be super restrictive, when you see a meal plan like our own, where you are allowed to eat anything you like, then you will also struggle because you will be believing that it will not work. So you will not commit to it. You will not be serious with it. So fix your expectations. And finally, if you make mistakes with your goal, like you don't factor your health into your goal, you'll be doing things that would destroy your health instead of facilitating your health. So you get weight loss, at the end of the day, you lose your health. Now, what is the benefit of having weight loss, but you now have to spend a lot of money to manage the side effect? Does that make sense? And then finally, if you don't consider the long-term goal, Like, you didn't ask yourself, this thing I want to start doing for weight loss, can I do it in the next 10, 20, 50, 70 years from now? I don't know your age, right? Can I continue to do this for the rest of my life? The moment you cannot continue to do it for the rest of your life, that is a sure indicator for you to let you know that this is not going to give you a permanent result. So factor sustainability into what you want to do. So how do you fix all of these mistakes right here, right now? Number one, like I said, transformation starts from your mind. Rework your mindset. Thankfully, just being on this webinar with me, I want to believe that your mindset has been reworked, to some extent. So please confirm to me in the comments, has this webinar helped your mindset, to improve? Tell me in the comments. Tell me in the comments. Yes, I am learning. We are learning very well. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, great. I'm glad. I'm very glad to hear all of this feedback. Well done. Okay. Now, please, can you still see my screen? All right. So let's move on. Yes, I can, ma. Okay. If you can still see it, that's fine. That's fine. Right. So rework your mindset. Plan for a lifelong transformation. Plan to get this result once and for all and keep it for the rest of your life. All right. Then set your expectations right. Now, for setting your expectations, there are a little bit of calculations that needs to be done. How much, should you take a day? How should you expect to lose the weight and all of that? There's a little calculation to that. Trust me, it's not difficult, but it is out of the scope of this webinar. But when you register for SWP, we will show you into details how to correctly set your expectations right so that you don't, put yourself on unnecessary pressure. Then learn to eat right. When I say eat right, I mean eat every class of food: carbohydrates, protein, mineral salt, fat and oil, vitamins, water, everything. Learn how to eat everything, but also learn to portion them correctly. Is that okay? Eat everything that you want to eat, that you love to eat, but portion them correctly. That's where your transformation lies. And of course, like I said, we are all unique individuals, so you must identify and practice the techniques that will suit your own special body metabolism and stick with it. Don't be swayed by wind of what is trending now. Okay? Find what works for you and stick with it for the rest of your life. That's how to get permanent transformation. Now, how to know what will work for you? Take some steps. And that is advanced class, right? But then I will just summarize them briefly in these steps. What is going to work for you must, number one, be easy for you. Like I said, you must find it easy and enjoyable as a person, because what is easy for you and enjoyable for you as a person may not be easy and enjoyable for me as a person. So find what is easy for you, find what you enjoy doing, and stick with it. It has to be healthy. Okay? It has to improve, be able to improve your health, not destroy it. And of course, it must give you the weight loss that you want. I mean, what is the essence of doing it? Even if it is healthy, easy, and enjoyable, but does not give you the weight loss result, of what use is it, right? And of course, it must be sustainable. You must see yourself doing exactly that the rest of your life. So quickly, let us take this a step further. How do you achieve and sustain your dream body even if you already give up on weight loss? Now, if I showed you how to achieve a banging and sexy body in less than 4 weeks, you tell me in the comments, would it be worth anything to you? Would it be worth anything to you? Over the past 6 years, okay, I personally have helped over 5,000 clients from more than 30 countries to lose weight permanently using the strategies that I want to show to you right now. Now, permit me to introduce to you the RPES framework, which I also call 30 Days to a Sustainable New You. What is the RPES framework? The RPES framework is my personal framework that I developed, my personal intellectual property that I developed to use for my clients. I use this framework for all of my clients. Okay? And I want to give it to you right here in this webinar. Now, this framework practically fixes all the mentioned mistakes in 4 easy steps. Please take note that, like I said, this is my intellectual property. You are not allowed to teach it, but you can use it to get a result that you want. Is that okay? Now, the R in the RPES framework stands for realize. Okay? Like I said, I always start my transformation from inside your mindset. Right? So we have the realize stage, we move on to the plan stage, we move on to the execute stage and the sustain stage. Let me explain each of these steps for you. In the realize stage, you have to realize what caused your weight gain, and that is going to help you to prevent it. Okay? You must be able to realize why you want to lose weight, and that will serve as your motivation that will keep you in the journey for the long run. Don't forget, we said we are looking for permanent result. Okay? Now, you should also find out why you should want to lose weight, because a lot of the reasons many of us want to lose weight are not even right. There are reasons you should be wanting to lose weight, so you have to use that to reshape your mindset. Now, you need to understand why your previous weight loss efforts have failed, and that will help you to ensure that you are not failing at this new one that you are about to start. Then you have to learn how your body works to lose weight, and this will help you to make informed decisions and help you to also maximize the functions of your body so that you can easily achieve the body that you've always dreamt about in enough time, and of course without any stress. If you know how your body works, you know how to make your body work for you to give you the results you want it to give to you. Do you understand? It's just like a machine. If you know how your machine works, you know how to maximize it. So if you know how your body works, you know how to maximize it. As simple as that. Now, I have seen over the years that a lot of people don't even know that mental preparation is the first step to a sustainable weight loss transformation. They don't know. So they skip this mental preparation. If they eventually get to lose the weight, they fall off the wagon and they cannot sustain their result. So they are back to their former size, and just keeps going in that cycle. Now, let's move on to the second step of the RPES framework, which is the planning stage. What is planning? Everybody knows what planning is, right? You sit down and you strategize how you are going to win permanently. Now, you ask yourself a lot of questions in this stage. What are you going to be doing to achieve your desired goal? Are you going to be exercising? How are you going to be eating? How will you ensure that you stay motivated and committed to your goals? Now, there are so many other questions that you should be asking yourself when you are planning your weight loss journey. Okay? Now, these questions, the answer you give to these questions will lead you to find what will work for you as a unique person. So, you will no longer be under any kind of pressure, whether social media pressure or self-imposed pressure. No pressure can anymore work on you. You will just be doing you and be enjoying you. Now, we understand that failure to plan is planning to fail. So if you don't plan, you know what comes out of it. But if you plan, of course, you expect to get good results. Okay? Now, like I said, a lot of people don't even bother to plan their weight loss journey. They just see the next trending thing and they jump on it. Before you know it, if they get the results, it will not last, and like that. Now, after you have done the mental preparation, you have planned, the next thing is now to go through your plan and start executing. Start doing. Okay? Start practicing. Start doing. I have seen a lot of people who tell me that I know what to do for weight loss and I know what to do for weight loss. Oh yeah, now why are you not doing it? It's not about knowing, it's about doing. Okay? Now, without executing what you know, your mental preparation, your planning, everything will just go to waste. you will not be able to get the results you want. So this is what would eventually give you the result that you want. And the combination of techniques that you adopt will determine the quality of the results you are going to get. And it's also going to determine if your result is ever going to be permanent, right? So if you desire to lose weight, let your action go in the line of your desire. Do you understand? Now, finally, in this framework, once we have, helped our clients with the mental preparation, we have planned, we have helped them to practice in such a way that they have gotten the result. We now move on to the sustained stage, which is now where you now begin to work towards making your dream body a permanent joy. And this is where you now cement your transformation. You make sure that you never again have to chase after any weight loss program, product, or whatever, or coach or anything. You are secured your win and you have secured it permanently. And one thing about this stage is that your results keep improving. It just keeps improving. There's somebody around my environment that each time I step out of my house and the person sees me, the person will be passing comments and saying, if I know your husband, I will be telling your husband that he should be renewing your bread price every single year, because it is every time I see you, you are looking younger. Now, this is kind of comment that I get almost every time. Your results will just keep improving and improving. Just a few days ago on WhatsApp, somebody told me, that's why you're looking younger than your age now, and all of that. So you should expect that in this stage, your results keeps improving, your look will be improving, your health will be improving. All right? Now, like we have said, a lot of people just jump into weight loss. They're not even planning for long term. They just want, if it will work, let me just do it now, 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 now. And after it has worked, what else do you expect? It will work, you will do it, you will get the result, you stop doing it, the weight will come back, and like that, before you know, they are frustrated and they're giving up. Because what we're doing in the first instance was not even sustainable. Now, I have developed the RPES framework, and in this few time that we have spent together, I have gone over it, step by step, how you can achieve your dream body and also sustain your dream body. Okay? Now you're wondering, how can I apply this your RPES framework? And it is not rocket science, it's not difficult at all. There are just two ways to apply it. Right? The first way to apply it is simply to do it yourself. Okay? Just do it yourself. How would you know? Right? A lot of times people try to do it alone and they risk the frustration and the mistakes that are associated with trying to lose weight with nobody to guide them or help them out, where they feel stuck. So eventually they get just very little or no result at all. Now, if you are the kind of do-it-yourself person, like you just came for the free knowledge, this is where I want to tell you that I'm sure we've had a good time, you've learned something, right? I've shown you the fears that make you stuck in your current body, the mistakes you need to avoid. I've given you my signature framework. Oh. I've told you everything you need to do by yourself. So you tell me. I mean, you're free to go at this point if you came for the free value. Right, absolutely. Now, if you are here, it means that you have chosen option 2. But before we go to option 2, tell me in the comments, did I deliver on my promise? Did you get value? Oh, I'm seeing absolutely, absolutely. Okay, good. So I delivered on my promise, did I? Good. I'm glad you all got value. You tell me in the comments, can we proceed? Yeah, I'm getting your comments. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Tell me in the comments. You really did. Thank you. Sahadatsu, thank you. Adayeze, thank you. Thank you. I see your comments. I see your comment. I'm glad that you got value by being in this webinar. So let me just quickly move on to the second part of the webinar. Now, if you are still here, it means that you have chosen option 2, and this is the moment that you have been waiting for. Now, option 2 is very simple. Just let me help you, please. Right? Let me help you. Let me help you to fast track and cement your results with my signature coaching program. And what that typically means is that I will coach you, I will show you step by step exactly what to do. I will even help you to implement these things. I will hold you accountable and help you to achieve a permanently hot, sexy body. Now, how do I apply the RPES framework with you? Number one, we help you to diagnose your unique body blockers and mindset patterns. Very simple. We just give you a link to fill a form. You will answer some questions. We have already drafted out the questions for you. Just answer the questions. Once you answer the questions, we will automatically diagnose your body blockers, mindset patterns, and all of that, and provide solution to it. And in less than 5 minutes, after you have submitted your response, you check your email, you will see your diagnosis and how to fix the mistakes that you have been personally making. All right? So we do that for you, all automated. So everybody gets a different, feedback based on the response you get. You gave to us while you're filling the form. Then we move on to planning. Now, if you you work with me, you allow me to coach you and help you, you'll be getting a personalized 30-day eat and activity plan, which of course includes your regular meal. So if you're Nigerian, you'll be getting Nigerian meal plan. If you're Ghanaian, you're getting the Ghanaian meal plan. If you're outside of any of these countries, you're in diaspora, UK, US, Canada, you get a meal plan that works for you. Okay? Now, you'll also be getting simple daily actions. Maximum of 15 to 30 minutes, you are done for the day. Okay? Simple daily actions, and this will create consistency without any kind of stress. And then we move on. After we have helped you to get your result, we help you to lock in your result permanently. No more yo-yo cycling. No more lose it, gain it, tomorrow lose it again, gain it. It's time to break free. Okay? So, and that's what we help you with. Now, look at this result, for example. These are real people just like you. Champion Ogeti, for example, in just 30 days, lost 8.5 inches of belly fat and 5 kilograms of weight. Okay? Lost 8.5 inches of belly fat and 5 kilograms in just 30 days. And Champion Gold. Now, I keep calling them champion because, excuse me, hold on, I am checking and I'm seeing that my screen is not shared. So let me just share my screen again. Can you see my screen now? I don't know what's happening with my. Okay, so we are here. All right, awesome. So yeah, I was talking about Champion Ogechi, who lost 8.5 inches of belly fat and 5 kilograms in just 30 days, right? And Champion Gold, you might be wondering, why am I calling them champions? The moment you register for SWB, that's a Sustainable Weight Loss Blueprint, you become a dream body champion, okay? So Champion Gold also lost 9 kilograms in 23 days, actually, and won the admiration of her husband, okay? Um, so these are real people just like you, and if it's possible for them, it's possible for you too. Now, if you want to get the same result, please permit me to introduce you to the Sustainable Weight Loss Blueprint. And this is your complete step-by-step system for a lasting transformation. Now, what is inside the SWB? First of all, you're getting a step-by-step blueprint modules. Now, these modules cover everything you need to know and do for weight loss and flat belly and all of that. We start from your mindset. Like I said, your transformation starts from your mind. So the blueprint covers every mindset, reworking that you need. You get it in the blueprint, in the blueprint modules. You'd also be getting everything healthy, easy, and enjoyable that you can do for a permanent weight loss. We'll show you that in the modules too. Everything you need to know about how to lose flat belly, how to get flat belly, we also show that to you in the modules. We now teach you how to personalize your journey, how to make your journey to be, how your weight loss journey to be unique to you, how to, enjoy your own journey, how to not be like every other person on your own weight journey. Typically personalizing your own weight loss journey. It is being taught in the modules. And finally, we now teach you how to make sure that your result is permanent for the rest of your life. All of these things are being covered in our blueprint modules. Also, you are getting 30-day meal and activity plans, not only one 30-day meal and activity plan. You are getting 3 different 30-day meal and activity plans. Nigerian meal plan, Ghanaian meal plan for those in diaspora. How many weight loss programs does all of that for you? How many weight loss programs have you seen that goes, out of their way to ensure that every of the clients are captured? So, like I said, we have clients from all over the world, that, and of course, we need to capture them in the meal plan. So you are free to eat any food at all that family members are eating. Okay? You are absolutely free. Now, you're also getting daily support and group coaching. We'll give you tools, trackers, and affirmations, bonus mini guides, fat burner recipes, and lifetime access. Now, everything you get on the SWB is worth over 500,000. Now, I am just being modest. Let me tell you the truth. The reason I'm saying I'm being modest is because dream body champions who have gotten access to the SWB, many of them have made comments like, coach, so this is all the things you package inside this program for us. This thing you are giving to us is more than ₦1 million now. Some of them said it's more than 1.5 million. By the time you see the value, you will see it for yourself. Way more than 1.5 million naira. But then, just so that I can manage your expectations, just so that you can, just to sound believable, let's just keep the total value at around $500, which is about 500,000 Nigerian naira. Now, if everything I've said does not make any sense, they're asking, what exactly would the SWB help me do? Okay, so expect to achieve the following in the SWB. Expect to lose between 5 to 7 kilograms in just 30 days. And hey, we have seen champions who have done way more than that. But let's just be moderate with our expectations. 5 to 7 kilograms in 30 days. Now, expect to lose flatten your belly naturally. Okay, expect to sleep better, have more energy, and if you are currently on medication, expect to reduce your reliance on medication, or even eliminate medication totally. We have seen champions that their doctor told them to stop taking their medications. These are medications that they've been taking for years that has not worked for them. But once they join the program, they just tell them, you don't need this thing again, just continue what you're doing. Go and continue the thing you're doing that gave you this result. Stop taking the medication. So a lot of our champions have dropped medications permanently simply because they were on the SWB program. You'll be able to eat happily without any form of guilt. And when I say that, I mean you'll be able to eat anything and everything that you want to eat. You'll be able to regain confidence and control, put on your dream dress size, enjoy yourself, just live your normal life. And of course, you'll be able to secure your permanent transformation, which would save you the stress and the money and the hassle of chasing after weight loss coaches all over again. Because this time around, you're going to be having a system that lasts you for a lifetime. These are people just like you. All right? Champion Oyin, Franca, AG, all of them. There are many who have gone through this system, and today they are testifying of the power of what is right there in the SWB program. Once again, these are the things you get in the SWB. The step-by-step blueprint modules worth over 1,000 naira, 100,000 naira. You get 30-day non-activity plans, 3 different ones, worth more than 60,000 naira. You get daily support, group coaching worth over 60,000 naira. You get 2 trackers and affirmations worth about 35,000 naira. You get lifetime access to all of these things so that you can always refer back to them and your transmission can be permanent. Okay, so you worth over 140,000 naira. You get bonus mini guides and fat burner recipes worth over 105,000 naira. So you do this calculation, you will see that you're getting a total value of over $500, which is over 500,000 naira anyways. Now, like I said, total value of SWB is over $500. That's over 500,000 naira. But to get into the SWB, you only need a fraction of that, which is $150. 150,000 naira typically. That's how much it costs to get into SWB on a regular day, on a normal day. But because you are here, I am going to give you an offer that is valid for only you. Because you are here, you have waited up until this time. I'm giving you a special offer that will last for just 48 hours. 48 hours. So for the next 48 hours, between now and 10 p.m. on Monday, you can get the SWB that would ordinarily have cost you 150,000 naira. You can get it at just 50,000 naira. Just 50,000 naira between now and Monday, 10 p.m. Now, for the first action takers, I am going to bless just 5 of you, only 5 of you, okay? And it's going to be only the first 5. The first 5 to register for the SWB here and now, I'm going to be adding to you a one-on-one consultation. Now, to book me on a one-on-one consultation with you, you would need to pay me 150,000 naira. And that's just my regular consultation fee. For 30 minutes, you pay me 150K, and then we go on that consultation. But because you are one of the first 5, I'm going to give it to you absolutely free. You're also going to get one of my best sellers, Fat Burner Recipes Volume 1. In this guide, I teach how to use herbs and spices for fast weight loss. Okay? Your garlic, your ginger, turmeric, all of those things that you can find all around you. How to use all of those things for fast weight loss. You are getting that guide absolutely free if you are one of the first 5 to register for SWB right here, right now. And to also help you with your mindset, you are getting my dream body affirmations. Okay? Together with SWB worksheet that helps you to now practice better everything the blueprint is teaching you, the modules are teaching you. And of course, I'm also going to be teaching you how to make delicious, healthy meals that your family members will fall in love with. Not only will they love it, it will also help to improve the health of your family members and, of course, yourself. Now, the total value of the bonuses that you are going to get, in addition to what every other person is going to get, if you are one of the first 5 to register for SWB right here, right now, you are getting the total bonus value of 270,000 naira. Add that to over 500,000 naira that you're getting in the SWB. You know, it's a lot of value. But this extra bonuses is only limited to the fast action takers. Only the first 5. Only the first 5. Only the first 5. Okay? Now, how do you join the SWB here and now? If you check your screen, you will see our account details there. Go ahead, make that commitment of just 50,000 naira, right? If you're one of the first 5, I give you all of those bonuses absolutely free of charge. And then send the proof of payment to us on WhatsApp. But if you want to pay with your card, or you want to pay with Momo, or you want to pay in any other currency, you can use the link, right? Use the online payment platform, seller.com/SSFB, seller.com/SSFB. Send us the evidence of payment on WhatsApp. Okay? Let me see if I can put that in the comments. Let me try to pin that in the comments. Excuse me. So you can just go ahead, or you go to WhatsApp, and ask for account details on WhatsApp. It will be sent to you. But if you want us to send you the link to type sign up on WhatsApp, you will get it. So let me pin this to the top of the chat. You should see it now. It is pinned. So that's how to join SWB. If you're one of the first 5, like I said, you are getting a bonus of over 270,000 naira free of charge, only for the first 5. I mean, these are people just like you. Aisha Jeremiah. One thing about Vera is that Vera achieved this result in just 7 days. Very interesting results. Okay, so you too can be one of the thousands who are already living their dream bodies. If it has worked for thousands, it's not going to start falling on you, right? And then, just so that I can take away the risk from you, we are giving you a 100% money back guarantee. If you join the SWB and you follow through the process, okay, and you don't see results, we will refund your money 100%. And we will still leave access to the SWB with you. We won't take away your access to SWB, but we will refund you. So you're not losing anything, right? It's either you're getting your money back or you are getting your result. One of the two. So you're not losing anything by being in the SWB. So if you have questions at this time, please feel free to ask in the comments. But while I'm waiting for your questions, excuse me, while I'm waiting for your questions, let me just answer a few of these frequently asked questions. What if I'm busy? We know that you should be busy, that you are busy. So the SWB was specially curated for busy people like you, and that's why we don't take the entire of your day. Okay? That's why we don't take I already see people in the comments saying paid. Congratulations. Congratulations, our latest Dream Body champion. If you have paid, congratulations. Congratulations We can't wait to welcome you into your permanent transformation. We cannot wait to welcome you into your permanent transformation. Welcome on board. Welcome on board to SWB. This is one of the health investments that you would make in your, that you would never regret. I promise you that. I promise, absolutely promise you that. Absolutely promise you that. Does this work for non-Nigerians? Absolutely. Like I said, we've got clients from all over the world. Okay? Now, is SWB for women only? No. Men, women, even teenagers, children have joined, and they have been testifying to the power of the SWB. Okay, can you guarantee results? Yes and no. If you follow the process, you follow the program, I can absolutely guarantee results. And if you don't get your results, you get your money back. Okay? But if you don't follow the process, you don't follow the guidelines and all of that, that's on you. Okay, so we expect you, while we have made it very easy and enjoyable for you, we also expect you to show up and do what is necessary for your result. Okay, now if you're asking how much time do I need to give this program to get results, typically we have seen people who have come to testify the very next day the program started. Okay, people coming to testify the very next day the program started. But then we would ask you to give the program about 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, go ahead, do your measurements, and you should get great results. Great results. Right? Now, if you're asking, can I pay in installments? I don't like answering this question, no. I don't like answering this question. But then, yes, you can pay in installments. Okay, so if you want to be a part of the first 5 to join the SWB right here, right now, your first installment has to come in now. Okay, so if you want to pay 2 times, your first installment is 30,000 naira. Okay, 30,000 naira, and then in the next 2 weeks, you balance up the remaining 20,000 naira. But if you want to pay 3 times, please understand that you would need to pay 20,000 naira those 3 times, and your first 20,000 naira has to come in right now. That is how you secure your first 5 slots. But of course, you can still come into the SWB between now and the next 48 hours. Now, if you're asking, what if I want an exclusive and private coaching? Absolutely, be my guest. But understand that exclusive and private coaching is premium. Okay, it's premium. So if you want us to have a conversation around that, please just talk to me on WhatsApp and we will have that conversation. Now, if you are asking, what other program can I join if I do not have the capacity, the financial capacity for SWB yet? We have the body reset challenge. Okay, we have the body reset challenge, which is just 5,000 naira. It's a 7-day challenge for 5,000 naira to get you started on your journey, and then you can now decide whether or not you want to move up to SWB after the body reset challenge or not. I hope that is clear. Now, I had earlier promised those of you that waited till the very end of this webinar that I'm going to give you a gift, and this is me fulfilling my promise. Okay? This is me fulfilling my promise. So let me go ahead. That is the link, www.gymbodybylora.com/product/DPL 5-day meal plan. As simple as that. You will get the 5-day meal plan if you get the what's it called? The link correctly. So let me try and put that in the comments. Let me try and put that in the comments. Now, the 5-day meal plan is only valid for 24 hours. Okay, so go ahead and download this now. If you are still here, download the meal plan now. I'm not going to attend to anybody outside. I said it's only exclusive to those who wait attentively till the end. So this is how to download your free meal plan. Download it, use it, and come back with your review. Okay? Come back with your review. All right, so your dream body is not a fantasy, it's just one singular decision away. And today can be a turning point in your life. The people who are praying for me and DBL today, the people who are celebrating 3 years, 5 years of their transformation, they made this decision one day, just like this. And this can be your own turnaround. Join the 30 days WB and make this one-time commitment, okay? And be grateful you did for the rest of your life. It's just 50,000 naira as opposed to the 150,000 naira that you would have paid if you were not coming at this time with this offer. If you allowed the opportunity to slide, you would need 150K to join exactly the same program. So you had better take maximum opportunity, of make maximum use of this opportunity. Yes. So that's that. I will be answering all of your questions. Now I have the time to go through the chats. Thank you, Adaeze. Great presentation. Thank you. Thank you, Adaeze, for being appreciative. Thank you for being appreciative, and I'm glad that you got value. And for the likes of Faridas, I hope you are still here to hear your response. I see all of the comments that you have dropped. Now, from the beginning, I was upfront and I told you that there are two parts of this webinar. And when the first part finished, I told you, if you have the mindset of Farida, leave right now. And like I said, this SWB is not for everybody. It's not for people like you. It's not for everybody. It's only for those who know the value of their time. So they don't want to guess and they want speed. Okay? So it's not for people who are entitled like you. I don't like entitled people. It's not for people who are entitled like Faridat. Right? So let me see. You did well. I'm glad. A lot of people are, commending and saying great things. But Faridat has only negative things to say. It obviously shows in the quality of life she will be living. I'm glad. I'm sure about that. All right. So let me see. Any questions? Any questions for me before we call it a session? I'm trying to see if there are questions. Please go ahead and ask your questions. You did marvelously well. Thank you, ma. Absolutely. All right. I'm glad that at least many of you see value in what we did these 2 hours. Okay, I see thumbs up. Amazing job. Thank you. Thank you. I got value. Please proceed. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad a lot of you see value in this. Oh, thank you. Omolara says it's interesting. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of your comments. I'm seeing a lot of somebody's asking for the link. Please go to WhatsApp and type sign up. Okay, type sign up to us on WhatsApp. Are you connected to us on WhatsApp? Nwachukwu? That's Judy, right? If you're connected to us on WhatsApp, type sign up on WhatsApp. You will get the link and the account details. Just go ahead and make the payment immediately. And for those of you who are making the payments, we're going to confirm your payment as soon as this webinar is over, and we'll give you immediate access. You get immediate access to the SWB. Immediate access. All right. So I see Omolara Adesheni saying that, in fact, I ought to have slept, but because of interesting topics, I have kept awake. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, sister. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you got value. Please, I'm waiting for your questions. It has really helped my mind self. Okay, beautiful. I'm glad about that. Okay. All right. So I think that's it. Do you have questions for me? Thank you for the education, ma'am. May Allah bless you. Amen. Thank you, Sadato. Amen. And you too. And you too. Thank you, Sadatu. I really appreciate that. And for all of you who were identifying the comments, your mistakes and all of that, I'm glad you now know your mistakes. And you know that you have to avoid all of these mistakes. You know what to do to avoid it. Okay? Okay? I don't fast and skip food tire. Weight refuse to come down. Oh, God, please help me to work it out. Absolutely. Help is available to you. I hope you maximize it. I hope you maximize it. All right, so that's it. Everyone, thank you for showing up for yourself tonight. And I'm very glad that all of you got value. I mean, from the feedback I've gotten, it's only Faridat who has said something negative. Every other person has been full of commendation and prayer. So I'm glad that you showed up for yourself. I hope you have downloaded your meal plan. Please download your free meal plan now. Download it now so that we don't have issues with all of that later. All right. Like I said, thank you very much for joining this webinar. I can't wait to welcome you into the SWB. I can't wait to also, celebrate your own permanent transformation. I can't wait. I really cannot wait to meet with you, help you achieve this desired dream body permanently. All right. So once again, my name is, okay, somebody said I can't download the meal plan. You will need to load the entire message. Let me see. You will need to load the entire message and copy out the link. Or let me just project the link again. The link is quite simple. Just type out www.dreambodybalora.com/product/DBL 5-day meal plan. Put dash in between DBL 5-day meal plan. Now, the reason we cannot, this has to be here. You have to download this here is because this meal plan is only for those who show up live and waited up until this time. So you have to download it here and now. Okay? So go to our products page and look for it. 5-day meal plan. DBL 5-day meal plan. It's as simple as this link. Just type it in your browser and you should be able to download it easily. I hope that is clear and I hope that helps. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Okay? Just type it into your browser. You should be able to easily download it. Let me know when you download it. Let me know when you download it. All right, everyone. I think we will just continue our conversations on WhatsApp. I hope this webinar has really helped you and blessed you. Like I said, I can't wait to welcome you to the SWB and also celebrate a permanent transformation. I remain Coach Yetunde Laura, and I am rooting for you. I am definitely rooting for you. Hoping to meet you in the SWB. God bless you. Have a wonderful night's rest.